Okay, so now our next stage now is to basically pull in the data from our calculations one here, all right? But we want to set it up so that it's kind of interactive. We want to set it up so that, particularly with stuff with the years, that we can get a user can pick a year from the drop down and basically compare any 2 years they want to. Okay. So I begin by going back to the dashboard, and we're also going to use a thing called the get pivot data function. So we need to have that activated. So I click in the pivot table, analyze, options, all right, and I just notice here that my generate get pivot data is on. Okay, so that's the one I just need to start off with. So go back into my dashboard, and I'm just going to go to equals here, and then I go to calculations, and I just click on the first one here. All right, it says calculations A5, and then I just drag that down. Okay, just down to the last one there, which is fine. All right, and then I might just widen my column a fraction. Okay. Now, then what I want to do is I want to say current year. I'm going to just copy that, Control C, V, and then I'm going to say previous year, Control C, Control V. All right, I just widen that a fraction as well. All right, so then the next thing I need to do is I need to go start equals here, and then what I do is I go into my calculations and I just click on the very first one here, and this big jawbreaker of a yoke comes up. Okay, my get pivot data function. So I'm just going to break this down a bit for a session. So I click here, and then I just go up to my little FX to activate it. And really, this bit is all about the things you shouldn't touch. So first of all, don't touch the sales amount because that's pulled in from the pivot table. All right, so don't touch that. Don't touch the pivot table. That is the starting point of the pivot table. Don't touch the field name, okay? But when it comes to item, it's hard-coded in that one there. So what we want to do is click delete here and then just click on what we have there, right? And then I come over here, a fraction. So again, with anything you see field, just don't touch it. And then for item 2, I just come up here to the current year. And I press F4 on that to lock it. And then I click OK. All right. OK. Now it's gone up with a ref because I haven't actually picked a current year. So let me pick 2005. And then when I copy it down, I get down to there. All right. Notice now it doesn't actually bring in the, it's kind of annoying, just doesn't bring in the formatting. So I'll have to format that as currency later on. And then for previous year, do the same thing, equals, go down to my calculations. And again, I just click on exactly the same cell again. Okay, press enter. Back to the jawbreaker, FX up here. And remember, the only thing you're going to touch here is going to be the items. All right, you're not going to touch that, or that, or that, or that. You're just going to touch items. So I come in here, delete out the items, and I click on this one here, and then I bring this down a fraction, delete out this one, and I click on the one here for previous year. And again, I press F4 to lock it, and then I click OK. All right, and same thing again. So let's say current year, previous year. So there is no current year in this one. So I might just choose 2006 for this one, and I choose 2005 for this one. And then I can just copy that down as well. Now I'm just going to format the numbers as euros. Click up here, up to this one. And I just choose my euro currency. All right, and I just get my total here as well. And I can just drag that across and make that bold. I could also maybe, let me see, have I got a little total on it there as well if I want to. All right. Now, once I've got this bit done, and essentially what you do then is you repeat the same thing for the bottom one. So I'm just going to call this actually top 10 sales. All right. So basically you repeat this again for the bottom sales as well, and you'll see that in the finished version. So I'm just going to do the top version here. Okay. So that's where we're going to leave this one, and then in the next video I'm going to show you the change from year to year.